Here's the issue I have is there are many times, and I'm talking solution big deals, where I've had a first meeting and they didn't know they had the need. They didn't know. They're just like, where you have the discovery, you're like, well, how are you guys thinking about this trend? How are you thinking about this? And they go, well, we don't, but wow, we should maybe learn. Like, we want to learn more and close big 6-7 figure deals with this mindset. And so one of the big rubs I have, Andy, is like too many reps are lazy and they instead say, well, they didn't have a need. There's no need. There's no pain on the first call. So how do you get around that, right? Which is like the idea of like, look, the job is not information giving. The job is called sales. And let's be very real about what that means. I mean, sometimes your job is to create the need. And so how do you feel MEDDIC does or doesn't address those types of buyers?
Yeah. This is what I thought. So this is where you and I have a different definition of qualification. And your definition of qualification, by the way, is the definition of what most of our industry thinks qualification is. So it's not like you're wrong and I'm right. It's just like different perspectives, right? But what you're talking about there for me is not professional qualification. So what I think about when I think about qualification, it comes down to this question. What you're talking about with qualification there is me as the salesperson qualifying, is there a deal here for me? Does this customer need what I've got, right? And the way I think about qualification is, if you're my customer right now, I think about it like this. First and foremost, if I'm an elite salesperson, I work for an elite company. I have no end of opportunity. I just need to put the effort in to find those opportunities. So that is my mindset, right? Going into this opportunity. So I'm coming from a more professional perspective. I don't seem desperate to the customer for the first instance, right? And I enter into that conversation from a perspective of, hey, Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, is there enough of a challenge, or do you have goals big enough that I can help you towards that's going to be worth both of our while in engaging in what is in our industry typically a 3-month, if not longer, evaluation process? So do you have, and I'm just curious, I just want to know exactly kind of how you described it. I want to get into what are your goals, what are your challenges, what is it you're trying to do? And then I'm figuring out what I'm qualifying is there enough of a problem that I can help you with that's going to be worth both of our while, not at this point you buying, but is it going to be worth our while in entering into an engagement where we're going to evaluate, and I'm going to need you, for me to do my best job, I'm going to need your help on this as well.